The House will come to order. The invocation today will be given by Father Richard John from St. Dominic Catholic Parish in Saginaw, guest of Representative Kelly. Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise?
Mr. Speaker and the honorable members of the House, let us begin in the name of God. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God of love and peace, we praise and adore your holy name. We thank you for the gift of creation through which you provide all that we need to live. You have made us caretakers of the earth, and as we gather here in this House of Representatives, we humbly seek your grace. Fill these elected leaders with wisdom so that they may labor for the good of the people and serve with justice, integrity, and compassion. Father, you gave us your Son, Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace. Bless all who serve in this chamber with peace and joy, that they may share these gifts with every community they represent. As you have taught us to love one another, may these representatives uphold the law with charity, fairness, and a steadfast commitment to the welfare of all citizens. Guard and protect them from every harm and danger. Strengthen them to be faithful guardians of the weak, defenders of the vulnerable, and wise stewards of the public trust. Grant them courage in moments of difficulty, humility in times of success, and a spirit of unity as they deliberate on behalf of this great state. We ask your mighty blessing upon all the people of this state and of this nation. Preserve us from sickness, disaster, and every natural calamity throughout this year, and continue to safeguard our communities from all evil. We entrust each representative to your providence, that they may be instruments of service, faithfully fulfilling the promise they have made to the people they serve. Be with us, O Lord, in this shared endeavor. Lead us to new ways of building our state and nation in unity, charity, goodwill, and peace. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
The clerk will open the board for the purpose of taking attendance. The board is now open. Members, you may check in at your desk. For the purpose of an introduction, the speaker recognizes Representative McFall.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today in the West Gallery, I have 8 kids and 4 adults from Immaculate Conception in my House district.
Will the special guest of Representative McFall please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. And for the purpose of a special introduction, the speaker recognizes Representative McFall.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And today in South Gallery, thank you, I have several adults that have come up here for the Older Michiganians Day from the city of Madison Heights in my district, including the mayor, Corey Haynes.
Will a special guest of Representative McFall please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives.
If I have members' attention, for a purpose of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Rigas.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Today I have two special guests today joining me. I have Sloan and Jackie Roth, the mother and sister of my constituent services director, Talia. They are up in the South Gallery.
Would the special guests that represent Rigas please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives.
The Midwesterner from Muskegon has permission to record today's session.
If I could have the members' attention for a purpose of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Kunse.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. In the East Gallery, from across the state of Michigan, we have engineers and project managers who are associated with the Michigan Infrastructure and Transportation Association. And colleagues, these are the people who are going to make the roads better.
Would Representative Kunse, special guest, please rise? And welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. If I could have members' attention for a purpose of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Paquette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The representative from the 38th District and I have a whole group of 15 brilliant minds from Bierlein County. They are in the South Gallery.
Would our special guest please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives.
Colleagues, if I could have your attention, please. For the purpose of a staff farewell, the Speaker recognizes Representative Xiong.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Today, I'd like to wish my staff intern, Percy Mansana, a heartfelt farewell as she concludes her time with my office. Since August 2025, Percy has gained firsthand experience working in the Michigan House of Representatives and seeing how the work we do in Lansing directly impacts our communities back home. Throughout her time in our office, she has proven to be hardworking, dependable, and never afraid to roll up her sleeves. I've had the privilege of watching her grow both personally and professionally. Percy graduated with honors from Oakland University with a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations and a minor in History. Her passion for international relations and history, combined with her strong work ethic, will serve her well. Wishing Percy continued success in all her future endeavors, and she is in the East Gallery. Thank you.
Will the staff of Representative Xiong please rise? Colleagues, please join me in thanking Percy for her service to the Michigan House of Representatives. Colleagues, if I could have your attention, please, for the purpose of an intern staff farewell, the Speaker recognizes Representative Bierlein.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I want to recognize our intern, Olivia Leland, as she concludes 2 years with our office. Olivia is a psychology student at Michigan State University, has been a tremendous asset to our team through her hard work, professionalism, and willingness to help with whatever we've needed. She's represented our office well and made a lasting impact during her time with us. We're grateful for her service and dedication, and we wish her continuous success in all of her future endeavors. She is in the South Gallery.
Will the intern staff of Representative Bierlein please rise? And thank you for your service to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purpose of an introduction, the Speaker recognizes Representative Edwards.
Is it on now? Yeah. It is. Okay. I rise to recognize 39 students, 2 adults from East Point Middle School, and they are sitting in the West Gallery.
Will the special guest of Representative Edwards please rise? And welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purpose of an introduction, the Speaker recognizes Representative Rheingans.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to introduce a guest today. Sage Porter is a dual master's public health and social work student at the University of Michigan, my double alma mater, and she is shadowing me today to learn what it is we do. So we might get some social work and public health expertise here someday.
Will the special guest of Representative Rheingans please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Colleagues, if I can have your attention, please. For the purpose of an introduction, the speaker recognizes Representative Meerman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have the pleasure of having two special guests with me here today, Mary Ruster and Haley Ruster. In the case of Mary Ruster, we do business with them with our farm, and Haley is shadowing me today.
Will the special guest of Representative Meerman please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Move to excuse all absent members.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce today's attendance.
Madam Speaker, a quorum of the House is present. There are no members absent with prior excuse.
Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise and join me now in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Members, if I can have your attention, please. For the purpose of an introduction, the speaker recognizes Representative Johnsen.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We have with us in the West Gallery 24 students and 17 adult chaperones from Lowell, and that's Cherry Creek Elementary School.
Will the special guest of Representative Johnsen please rise? And welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. The speaker recognizes Majority Caucus Chair Borton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Attention, Republican members. We have a Republican caucus in the Republican caucus room. Republican members, we have Republican caucus in the Republican caucus room. Thank you.
The House will stand at ease at the call of the chair.
I have members' attention for purpose of announcement. The chair recognizes Representative Rogers.
Democratic colleagues, call to Democratic Caucus. Please join us.
Democratic members, caucus has been called.
The House come to order and proceed to announcements by the clerk of printing and enrollment.
The clerk announced the enrollment printing and presentation to the governor on Tuesday, May 12th for her approval of the following bills. Enrolled House Bill number 4694 at 4:32 p.m. Enrolled House Bill number 4695 at 4:34 p.m. Enrolled House Bill number 4798 at 4:36 p.m. Clerk announced the following bills reproduced and made available electronically on Tuesday, May 12th. House Bills 5940 through 5957. Clerk announced the following bill been reproduced and available electronically on Wednesday, May 13th. Senate Bill 952.
Reports of standing committees.
The Committee on Insurance, Representative Harris, Chair, reported House Bill 5214 with recommendation the bill referred to the Committee on Finance.
Bill referred to the Committee on Finance.
The Committee on Health Policy, Representative Vanderwall, Chair, reported House Bill 4466 with recommendation bill referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Bill referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
The Committee on Health Policy, Representative Vanderwall, Chair, reported House Bill 4467. Recommendation, the bill referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Bill referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
The Committee on Health Policy, Representative Vanderwall, Chair, reported House Bill 4468 with recommendation. Bill referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Bill referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
The Committee on Judiciary, Representative Leitner, Chair, reported House Bill 5452 without amendment with recommendation the bill pass.
Bill referred to the order second reading of bills.
The Committee on Judiciary, Representative Leitner, Chair, reported House Bill 5510 without amendment with recommendation the bill pass.
Bill referred to the order second reading of bills.
The Committee on Judiciary, Representative Leitner, Chair, reported House Bill 5511 without amendment with recommendation the bill pass.
Bill referred to the order second reading of bills.
The Committee on Judiciary, Representative Leitner, Chair, reported House Bill 5831 with recommendation that the substitute H1 be adopted and the bill then pass.
Bill referred to the order second reading of bills. Notices.
A revised agenda has been issued for the meeting of the Committee on Government Operations, scheduled for Thursday, May 14th at 9 a.m. in room 307 of the House Office Building.
Announcements by the clerk.
To Clerk Scott Starr from Representative Kathy Schmaltz. Pursuant to Rule 40, Paragraph 4, I hereby request my name be removed as co-sponsor of House Bill 5582, 5584, 5585, 5801, and 5802.
The House will stand at ease.
If I could have members' attention for purposes of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Price.
Thank you. I wanted to introduce some special guests we have in the South Gallery today. The Michigan College of Emergency Physicians. They have their Leadership Development Program Lobby Day here with us.
Would the special guests of Representative Price please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. If I could have members' attention for purpose of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Miller.
Hello, everyone. I want to bring to your attention that we have 10 students and 8 adults from Edgemont Elementary, from Belleville, Michigan, in the East Gallery. Can we give them a welcome of applause? Thank you.
Would Representative Miller's special guest please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives.
The House will come to order. The Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House proceed to the order of second reading of bills in order to take up calendar item number 99, House Bill 4779.
Without objection, so ordered, the clerk will read.
Calendar item number 99, House Bill 4779, introduced by Representative Wenzel, a bill to amend the Public Health Code, People of the State of Michigan, enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There are. The clerk will read.
The Committee on Health Policy, Representative Vanderwall, Chair, recommends the adoption of substitute H1.
The question is on the adoption of the substitute. The clerk will open the board. The substitute is adopted. Are there further amendments? There being no further amendments, the question before the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Continuing on the order of second reading of bills, move that the House take up calendar item number 129, House Bill 4935.
Without objection, so ordered, the clerk will read.
Calendar item 129, House Bill 4935, introduced by Representative Fairbairn, a bill to amend the Public Health Code, People of the State of Michigan, enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. The Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House proceed to the order of motions and resolutions in order to take up House Resolution 311.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 311, introduced by Representative Beson. A resolution to declare May 13, 2026 as Rail Day in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Beson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I'm proud to present this resolution declaring May 13, 2026 as Rail Day in the state of Michigan, recognizing the vital role rail plays in supplying our state economy and communities. With more than 3,400 miles of freight rail and passenger services operating through the state, railroad supports major industries like manufacturing, agriculture, energy by transporting goods safely and efficiently, including meat. This year, the rail industry recorded its safest year on record, driven by continued investment in infrastructure, workforce training, and advanced safety technology. Railroad helps reduce traffic, congestion on our roads, lower emission, and the strength of supply chain that helps Michigan families and businesses depend on every day. Michigan Railroad Network is essential on keeping our economy moving and our communities connected. Thank you, colleagues, and I ask for your support on the railroad. Declare May 13th, 2026, the Michigan Rail Day. Choo-choo.
The question before the House is on the adoption of House Resolution 311. All those in favor of the resolution will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Continuing on the order of motions and resolutions, I move that the House take up House Resolution 312.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 312, introduced by Representative Schmaltz. A resolution to declare May 10th through the 16th, 2026 as Junior Achievement Week in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Schmaltz.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of this resolution proclaiming May 10th through May 16th as Junior Achievement Week across the state of Michigan. Financial literacy is not just a classroom topic, it's a life skill. It affects the choices our young people will make when they open a bank account, apply for a loan, use a credit card, buy a car, start a business, save for a home, or plan for the future. When students understand money management early, they're better prepared to make responsible decisions, avoid financial pitfalls, and build stable, successful lives. This is why the work of Junior Achievement is so important. For generations, Junior Achievement has helped students to connect what they learn in school with the real world. Through hands-on programs, community partnerships, and practical instruction, Junior Achievement gives young people the tools they need to understand personal finance, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and economic opportunity. Here in Michigan, that mission is especially timely as our students prepare to meet the statewide personal finance graduation requirement. Junior Achievement serves as a vital partner in helping schools, families, and communities ensure that young people are ready for financial independence and responsible money management. The impact of this work extends far beyond the classroom. When a student learns how to budget, save, invest, and understand credit, they prepare for a career. That knowledge strengthens families and communities. Financial Literacy Month recently concluded, and this is a fitting moment to recognize the educators, volunteers, program leaders, coordinators, and staff who make Junior Achievement's work possible. Their dedication has made a meaningful difference in the lives of countless children and families throughout our state. Junior Achievement Week gives us an opportunity to celebrate that work and to reaffirm the importance of preparing Michigan's young people for the future. By supporting financial literacy, we are supporting economic opportunity, personal responsibility, and long-term success. I'm proud to offer this resolution recognizing May 10th through May 16th as Junior Achievement Week in Michigan.
The question before the House is on the adoption of House Resolution 312. All those in favor of the resolution will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House proceed to the order of third reading of bills in order to take up calendar item number 39, House Bill 4551.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 39, House Bill 4551, introduced by Representative Mueller. A bill to amend the Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, the board will be closing shortly. You may vote at your desk. The clerk will close the board. Representative Fitzgerald votes aye. Nay. Nay. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 4551, there are 56 aye votes and 49 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted in favor, therefore, the bill has passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Immediate effect.
The Majority Floor Leader moves for immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. For the purpose of introduction, the Speaker recognizes Representative Miller.
Thank you. We have 28 students and 23 adults from Edgemont Elementary in the South Gallery.
Will the special guest of Representative Miller please rise? And welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purpose of an introduction, the Speaker recognizes Representative Fairbairn.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today with me I have a guest from Boyne City, Joy Corty with Moran Ironworks.
Will the special guest of Representative Fairbairn please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing on the order of third reading of bills, move that the House take up calendar item number 40, House Bill 4839.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 40, House Bill 4839, introduced by Representative Leitner, a bill to amend the Social Welfare Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, the board is still open. You may vote at your desks. The clerk will close the board. Representative Glanville votes aye. The clerk will tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 4839, there are 63 aye votes and 43 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted in favor, therefore the bill has passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Move for immediate effect.
The Majority Floor Leader moves for immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered.
The House come to order and proceed to introduction of bills.
Representative Altman offers House Bill 5958, a bill to amend the Michigan Penal Code. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
Representative Altman offers House Bill 5959, a bill to amend the Michigan Vehicle Code. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure.
Representative Altman offers House Bill 5960, a bill to amend the General Law Village Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Altman offers House Bill 5961, a bill to amend the Home Rule Village Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Altman offers House Bill 5962, a bill to amend an act to create a state boundary commission. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Snyder offers House Bill 5963, a bill to amend the revised Judicature Act of 1961. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
Representative Mueller offers House Bill 5964, a bill to amend the Emergency Management Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Appropriations.
Representative Mueller offers House Bill 5965, a bill to amend the revised Municipal Finance Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Appropriations.
Representative Rigas offers House Bill 5966, a bill to amend the Motor Fuel Tax Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Appropriations.
Representative Cavett offers House Bill 5967, a bill to amend the Michigan First Time Home Buyer Savings Program Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Regulatory Reform.
Representative Wirtz offers House Bill 5968, a bill to amend the Michigan Election Law. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Election Integrity.
Representative Hoskins offers House Bill 5969, a bill to create a State Voting Rights Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Xiong offers House Bill 5970, a bill to create a voting and elections database and institute. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Pies offers House Bill 5971, a bill to provide for language assistance for elections. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Myers Phillips offers House Bill 5972, a bill to amend the Michigan Election Law. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Cavett offers House Bill 5973, a bill to amend the Income Tax Act of 1967. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Regulatory Reform. House will stand at ease.
Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House proceed to the order of third reading of bills in order to take up calendar item number 37, House Bill 5331.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 37, House Bill 5331, introduced by Representative Conlon, a bill to amend the Management and Budget Act. People of the State of Michigan, enact.
The bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. The clerk will close the board. Representative Skaggs votes. Representative Tate votes nay. Representative Liberati votes nay. Representative Miller votes. Representative Skaggs votes nay. Representative McKinney votes. Representative Green votes aye. Representative Bagol votes aye. Representative Bruck votes aye. Representative Vanderwall votes aye. Representative Slaw votes aye. Clerk will tally, display. Clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 5331, there are 57 aye votes and 45 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted in favor, therefore, the bill has passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Move for immediate effect.
The Majority Floor Leader moves for immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing on the order of third reading of bills, I move that the House take up calendar item number 35, House Bill 5329.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar number 35, House Bill 5329, introduced by Representative Schriver, a bill to amend the Management and Budget Act. People of the State of Michigan, enact.
The bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are not. Speaker recognizes Representative Schriver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in strong support of this bill to protect Michigan residents and our critical infrastructure. The reason why I authored House Bill 5329 is simple. Drones are vital tools for our state and local governments, whether it's law enforcement in Kent County, emergency response across our communities, infrastructure inspections, or public safety operations. But we cannot afford to hand over sensitive Michigan data through drone software developed by high-risk foreign entities. This legislation ensures our public entities follow the same national security standards as the federal government by avoiding drone software from companies on 3 key federal lists. These lists overwhelmingly target entities tied to the People's Republic of China, a strategic adversary that has pursued military-civil fusion in drone technology. Of this list, first, the Department of Defense's list under Section 1260H of the National Defense Authorization Act names Chinese military companies like Shenzhen DJI Innovation Technology, the dominant global drone maker, along with Autel Robotics, Aerospace, CH UAV, and others with documented links to the People's Liberation Army. Second, the Treasury Department's Chinese military industrial complex sanction list flags companies deeply embedded in Beijing's military industrial strategy. Third, and finally, the Commerce Department's entity list under 15 CFR Part 744, Supplement Number 4, identifies hundreds of Chinese entities subject to strict export controls for national security risks in surveillance and unmanned systems. These designations reflect years of intelligence showing how Chinese law compels companies like DJI to assist state intelligence services, creating real risks of data exfiltration over Michigan soil. Data privacy is intrinsically linked to human dignity, and we must protect this for our Michigan residents. Michigan should not subsidize technology from these sources. This measure safeguards our operations, protects taxpayer dollars, and ensures the control tools we deploy, not Beijing. I thank my colleagues who co-sponsored this common sense step, and I urge the body to support it. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question before the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. The clerk will close the board. Representative Liberati votes nay. Representative Aragona votes aye. Representative Harris votes aye. Representative Bruck votes aye. Representative Vanderwall votes aye. The clerk will tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 5329, there are 57 aye votes and 49 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted in favor, therefore the bill has passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Move for immediate effect.
The Majority Floor Leader moves for immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House proceed to the order of motions and resolutions in order to suspend Rule 71 to take up House Resolution 313.
The Majority Floor Leader moves to suspend Rule 71. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Rule 71 is suspended. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House continue on the order of motions and resolutions in order to take up House Resolution 313.
Without objection, so ordered, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 313, introduced by Representative Smit, a resolution to urge Jocelyn Benson to release all information in her possession related to the Southern Poverty Law Center's operations, including any details concerning the organization's alleged payments to individuals associated with extremist groups, and to publicly address her role in the organization. And Madam Speaker, we have received a substitute H1 sponsored by Representative Cernal, who identified as amendment number 1.
The question before the House is on the adoption of the substitute. The clerk will open the board. The substitute is not adopted. Are there further amendments? There are not. Speaker recognizes Representative Schriver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. A few weeks ago, the Department of Justice indicted the Southern Poverty Law Center on 11 federal accounts: wire fraud, false statements to a bank, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Prosecutors say between 2014 and 2023, the SPLC took millions in donations from people who believed they were fighting hate. Then, quietly funneled more than $3 million to actual leaders and members inside the KKK, Aryan Nations, National Socialist Movement, and groups tied to Charlottesville. shell companies, prepaid cards, all hidden from donors. During this same period of corruption, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson sat on the SPLC board from 2014 to 2018. She was there in leadership the whole time those payments were happening. She worked for the organization before that, investigating the very groups it now stands accused of subsidizing, funding, and supporting. She is the same Secretary of State who runs Michigan's elections, certifies our voter rolls, and decides what counts as a threat to our republic. Secretary Benson needs to release every document, every email, every note, every calendar entry, anything still in her possession from her years on that board, all of it. She also needs to come before the people of Michigan and address, in plain language, exactly what her role was in the SPLC's operations during that time, and what she knew about those payments to individuals associated with extremist groups. This isn't some distant national story. Michigan families sent their money to that organization. Michigan taxpayers have a right to know whether the person who polices our elections was on the board of a group that, according to federal indictment, was cutting checks to the very extremists it claimed to oppose, while the same group was busy labeling parents at school boards, election observers, and plenty of people in this state as extremists. Jocelyn Benson has a history of keeping important information from the public. Right now is a perfect time to stop that streak. Enough with the silence. Release the records. Answer the questions. The people who pay the bills and cast the votes deserve a right. They deserve straight answers from their Secretary of State. This cannot go on any longer. I encourage support for this resolution. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Speaker recognizes Representative DeBoyer.
Tall dude right there. Thank you, Madam Speaker. As we are now aware, in April, the Southern Poverty Law Center was indicted on those 11 felony counts that my colleague so eloquently pointed out. The disturbing fact in this thing for us as Michiganders, as the House of Representatives, as the legislature that actually has the authority, not only the authority, has the obligation to oversee the ethics, the behavior, and the decisions that are made by elected officials in the state of Michigan. It's rather disturbing that we have an elected official in the state of Michigan that the integrity could be called into question by these allegations, by these indictments. In fact, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson interned at the Southern Poverty Law Center and in fact posed as an investigative journalist to gain access to the very groups that this organization spent to the tune of $3 million to fund in order to have an activity to campaign against. I don't think you could be more deceptive. It's an insult. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson then became a board member of the Southern Poverty Law Center. In fact, spent 4 years during the period at which this activity alleged by the prosecutor in Alabama, Jocelyn Benson sat on the board of directors while this occurred. The question that I have is, where's the statement? Where's the position? What may she have known? When did she know it? Because as a board of directors on a nonprofit organization, you have a fiduciary responsibility. It's actually very different than a board of directors on a corporation with regard to knowing things that in the activities of how specifically your money is being spent. I think we all hope that it isn't true, but it appears by the evidence that it very well may be. Jocelyn Benson has demonstrated time and time again in the interactions with just our House of Representatives that there's a thing happening. And that thing that's happening is a pattern. And the pattern is obstruct, obstruct, obstruct. Deny, deny, deny. Go to court. That's troubling to me. And when you couple these two things together, I believe that the House of Representatives is in a very, very strong position to demand answers out of the current Secretary of State of the state of Michigan. So with that, Madam Speaker, I would encourage everyone here to support this resolution. Transparency, it's the word of the day. We hear it all the time. Come forward, tell us what you knew, tell us when you knew it, and we may be satisfied with that answer. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The House will go at ease at the call of the chair.
The House will come to order. Speaker recognizes Representative Smit.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of my resolution demanding Michigan's current Secretary of State to voluntarily release any information in her possession related to the Southern Poverty Law Center's operations, following an FBI investigation that led to criminal charges against the organization. If the Secretary of State has any knowledge of the heinous crimes that SPLC may have committed, she must immediately turn over all information in her possession. The legislature has a responsibility to hold state officers accountable for their actions, especially when those actions throw their ability to carry out constitutionally mandated duties into question. Last month, the SPLC was indicted by a federal grand jury on charges including money laundering and wire fraud. The SPLC is accused of funneling more than $3 million to violent extremist groups, including the Ku Klux Klan, the Iranian Nations, and the National Socialist Party of America. Michigan's current Secretary of State served on the SPLC's board of the directors from 2014 to 18, just before her election as Secretary of State, and worked there previously directly overlapping with the years covered by this federal indictment. If the person charged with fairly operating our elections led an organized accused of funneling money to hate groups like the KKK, lawmakers must demand accountability. Our Secretary of State is in a very serious crossroads. Did she knowingly help fund some of the worst extremist groups in the U.S., or was she blind at the wheel of an organization laundering money to perpetuate hate? Her full transparency with the records in question is the only thing that will bring peace of mind to the people of Michigan. We are owed that. It is her duty. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I urge support.
The question before the House is on the adoption of a resolution 331. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumous.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I request a record roll call vote on the resolution.
The Majority Floor Leader requests a record roll call vote. Is the demand supported? The demand is supported. A record roll call vote has been ordered. All those in favor of the resolution will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Mr. Speaker, on the question of adoption of House Resolution 313, there are 56 aye votes and 50 nay votes.
Majority of the members present having voted in favor, therefore the resolution is adopted. The House will stand. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumus.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to open the board for co-sponsorships.
So ordered. The House will stand at ease. No? Yeah. The clerk will close the board and tally the co-sponsorship. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Posthumus.
Just to let the members know, there will be no further voting today. When the House adjourns, stands adjourned until Thursday, May 14th, 2026 at 12 p.m. noon.
House stands at ease.
There being no further business to come before the House, Representative Wilson moves that the House do now adjourn. Hearing no objection, the House will stand adjourned until Thursday, May 14th, 2026 at 12 o'clock noon.